Hello, 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 weekly faithful project family. It is week 10. I am coming at you today with our follow-up for week 10. Week 10, we are talking about faith is love. I'm going to be very, very brief because I gave you guys a long list of things to ponder, and it was longer than what I normally suggest for you all. And it could be a lot to chew on, a lot to absorb, a lot to focus on, and a lot to apply to your lives, learning how to love not just with your words and not just with your actions, but with your heart, your soul, your mind, and your strength. When you learn how to love with those senses, incorporating all of those senses, how much more deeper, how much more heartfelt will your love be, and how much more clearer will your faith be to others. I love this chapter. I am loving this series as we are on a weekly basis and a daily basis, for some of you all who are able to find the time or to schedule the time to do your morning devotionals, to fill your hearts with faith and with love and with knowing who God is and knowing who you are and applying what this devotional is teaching us about our faith. I'm having a good time with it, and I pray that you are too. What I want to follow up with you on is still coming out of the book of First Corinthians 13, just the first 3 verses. There's a lot there in First Corinthians 13 for it to be a small chapter. I may even talk a little bit more about what First Corinthians 13 entails, but it starts off saying, if I speak in the tongues of men and of angels and have not love, I am only a resounding gong, meaning you're only making noise. You know, people know if they have your undivided attention. Even through the phone, they can tell if you're listening or not. That's how deep our senses are. We don't even have to be visually there or visually present to know and understand if we have someone's undivided attention. It's something that's felt, it's something that's experienced, and it's something that's acknowledged. It says here, if I speak in the tongues of men or of angels. So if I have a heavenly voice, if I have a heavenly message, but if I'm not fully present when delivering that message, I'm only making noise. I'm only making noise. I don't want to make noise. I want to be fully present with you, even through this video, so that you can feel what I'm experiencing, so that you can experience what I'm feeling. It goes on to say, if I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have a faith that can move mountains, but not love. Okay, so what that's telling me is if I have this gift of prophecy, if I have this gift of healing, of moving mountains, but not love, wow, how empty is that? Love is the key. Love is everything that brings everything together. Without love, we have nothing. Without love, even in building our faith and even in growing our faith, without love, what does it matter? What does it matter? Week 10 teaches us that faith is love. And then thirdly, in this passage, if I give all I possess to the poor and surrender my body to the flames and have not love, I gain nothing. You know, we can live going through the motions, living in a rat race, participating in this rat race of life. And in doing so, without being able to administer love, it gets old, it gets dull, it gets depressing, it doesn't mean anything anymore. Life isn't fulfilling. Life isn't worth living anymore. I can see how loneliness leads to depression. I can see how depression leads to loneliness. Without love, the only solution possibly is suicide, because you don't want to continue living like this anymore. It is so important to learn how to love, how to recognize love, how to be love, and how to allow love to be the common denominator for everything that we do. And I think the thing that prohibits that for most of us is the hurts that we've experienced from people whom we once loved, from people who we once trusted with our lives, with our secrets, with the intricacies of our lives. They betrayed us, they did us wrong, they gossiped about us, and they hurt and bruised the love that we have. And so what that does is it causes us to not want to even love because of that pain, the pain that we felt. We don't want to inflict that on others, and we don't want to open ourselves up to being exposed to that type of pain anymore. Listen, when you allow God to love you the way that he intends to love you, and when you're solid on that, when you build your foundation on that, nothing will be able to shake you ever again. That is why it's so important for you to know and understand how much God loves you. It's impossible for him not to. Yes, we want the love of people. Yes, we want the love of a spouse. Yes, we want the love of family. I had a situation this morning where I was included on a family group chat about the demise of my brother. My brother's health is failing. And now everybody wants to come together and see how we can, find resources for him. And all that I kept thinking about in my mind is, where's the love? Are they doing this in love, or are they doing all of these things just to be able to say that they've done something? Where's the love? Where is the love? And I kind of pulled back from the thread of text just to see what it is they come up with. Whatever conclusion that they come up with, whatever they see, feel, or think is best for my brother, then I'm going to join in with them, but just offer what I can with love so that it can matter. So that is my weekly follow-up to you. I was going to go into what love means. Love is patient, love is kind, does not envy, love does not boast. Love protects, it does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. Understand what love is. Read that chapter a little bit more in depth to understand what love is, how to love. Renew your vow to love. Renew your commitment to love again, to fall in love with God, to fall in love with the scriptures, so that this faith that you're building upon can be felt, can be experienced, can be acknowledged without even having a visual presence. Take care, you guys. Be well, and I'll see you on Sunday at 6.